everyone. I hope you can hear me and see me. I am your teacher, Robin Shaw, and welcome to today's live stream. I am a Canadian teacher. I do live streams every Sunday and sometimes during the week. I am not in Canada right now. I am in South Korea. And guys, I'm going to tell you, South Korea is not doing very well these days because of the virus. South Korea is not, the numbers are increasing. It's spreading. I hope you're doing well where you are, but Korea is starting to get bad again. Anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to improve our writing. Today is the writing workshop number 12, and I'm going to check a few people's paragraphs today, and hopefully we'll improve our understanding of how to write a paragraph and how to write a good paragraph. Now, this is just a basic level video, so I'm not going to go into too much detail of what's right or wrong about a paragraph. I'll just look at some basic stuff and fix it up. Before I begin, I'll just check who is which students are here in the chat. My chat is over here. And of course, Little Robin says hi. He's here too, but he doesn't like to be on screen. He's a little camera shy. Anyway, Lolly's here. Layla, hello, you guys. Michelle and May. See you guys. Welcome. Bad Liar, welcome. Hey, Franna. So, yeah, Gertrudis, welcome. Sleepwalker. Going down the list. Carlos, hello. Jonathan's here. We got another YouTuber here. Help me to reach. Do you have good content? Haler, hello. Haler Alberto Robledo Mosquera. I'm sure I did not pronounce your name correctly, but welcome. Anjali123. Hey. Francis, deleted message. Albana. Hello. Oh, Francis is there. Hello. And Fanny, Gamze, Solmaz, Tika. Oh, hello, Tika. I didn't expect you. Tahiri, Kamlesh, and Dachina. All right, if I miss your name, I'm very sorry. Oh, Kishore, you've been a bad boy today, have you? You were not in the WhatsApp group? I don't know what happened. Anyway, let's start the class. I guess before I'll just mention I'll be here every Sunday. Don't be shy, and if you enjoy the content, it's free, of course, but you can support the channel and help me to make this channel better. All right, let's get into Writing Lab 12. Oh, Johnny Phillip, hello. It's been about 3 weeks since I've done a Writing Lab. So these guys, these students, these members here have been waiting a long time. So today's writers are from Anna, I saw you here. Layla, I saw you here. Michelle, I saw you here, and Daniel, I see you here. Hey, Daniel, okay, I see you here. So all these people are here today. Good. And I'm going to talk about their writing. They've been waiting a long time, and I'm sorry, but we'll get into that. Anyway, the first is Anna. Writing sample 1, Anna. And this is what she wrote, but we're going to go line by line. And this is the beginning of her story. She says, I am planning to join an CPR class on this Sunday. All right. There's a few things I might fix up. What would you guys fix up? What's the first mistake you see there? And while you guys are looking and looking for mistakes, help me out here. I'm going to drink a little bit of tea, as usual. This is green tea, Korean green tea. Hey, Win. Audio Tech from India. Yeah, Carlos, hello. Neha, Carrie, lots of people coming today. All right, hey for Anna. Hey, this is your writing, and you're fixing your own writing. You should fix it before you give it to me. All right, yeah. So A for Anna here, right there on CPR doesn't work. That doesn't work. It's gotta be a CPR. What is CPR, guys? What does she mean by CPR? Let's go to the Oxford Dictionary. I should have that ready. And I'm going to put the definition of CPR. Breathing air into the mouth of an unconscious person and pressing on their chest to keep them alive. Maybe I'll demonstrate. Daddy, oh no! I have to do CPR. That's CPR to keep someone alive. There you go. Cardiopulmonary resuscitation. I am planning to join a CPR class on this Sunday. I'm going to simplify that. I'm just going to say on Sunday. This upcoming Sunday, everything can work, but I always like to make things really, really short. I already had registered and received the details about the course last week. I already had. All right. So, hey, Fran, sounds like you're writing how you speak, and writing how we speak. Oh, I activated Google. Writing how we speak is a little strange sometimes. So with this sentence, I already had. The word order, I think, needs to be fixed there. Hey, Alyssa. Lurking Alyssa. And I'm going to change the word order a little bit. Already is good. And you could say I had already. And I'm going to say I have already registered and received the details about the course last week. So I'm going to change that had to have. I have already. I had already registered, but in the sentence I have already registered and received the details about the course. And so I've already registered might be, yeah, we can make a contraction. I've already registered and received the details about the course. All right, so let's move on. My friend had arranged, a blind date. My friend had already arranged a blind date for me after she asked me for my photo 2 weeks ago. So she's talking about the CPR. And now she jumps in. My friend had arranged a blind date for me. So what is a blind date, guys? So let's just get and the simplest explanation. So there you go. The blind date, a meeting between two people who have not met each other before. So it's a date, but they don't know each other. So Anna, she went on a blind, or the blind date was arranged. from her, and she asked for a photo 2 weeks ago. Now, anything wrong in this sentence? No. So we're going to move on. She was sending a picture of my date when I checked the details from my course. All right, so she sent photos, and then her friend was sending photos of the date. So before they meet, they're going to see the photos. And we have a new word here. I put it in green because it's an unusual word. And let's listen to British.
Nonplussed.
And American.
Nonplussed.
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 Nonplussed. Let's see if I can do British.
Nonplussed.
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 Nonplussed. And I'm going to put the meaning in the sentence here. Surprise. So nonplussed means surprised and confused. So you do not know what to do or say. So her friend sent her the picture of her date. And she says, I was nonplussed by the picture, which means surprised and confused by the picture. I looked at the picture and compared it with my course instructor. So remember, she's joining the course. Oh no, he is the same guy. All right, so she registered for the course and she's having a blind date, and she sees the course picture of the CPR course and she sees the blind date photo. Same guy. Lucky Anna. She can date her CPR instructor. So safe, Anna. If you have an accident, your CPR instructor can save your life. What a lucky girl. All right, that's it for Anna's. I just fixed the first sentence. Anna, your writing is always great. And I'll read it out. I'm planning to join a CPR class on Sunday. I have already registered and received the details about the course last week. My friend had arranged a blind date for me after she asked for my photo 2 weeks ago. She was sending a picture of my date. When I checked the details from my course, I was nonplussed by the picture. I looked at the picture and compared it with my course instructor. Oh no, he is the same guy. All right. So just a basic level check. That's what I would fix up. There's a few other things I might mention, but not in this video. Let's go into Layla. This is Layla's. One day after watching a movie, I went to the washroom. All right, so remember, Layla did a good job here. She didn't say toilet. We don't want to say toilet. We want to use a washroom or restroom or bathroom, so that's good. Her commas are great. So the first sentence, very, very well structured. Everything is good there. So one day after watching a movie, I went to the washroom. While I was coming out of the washroom, I suddenly felt a tremble. All right, so we have a new vocabulary word there, and I'm gonna get
Tremble.
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 That's British and so tremble, to shake in a way you cannot control, especially because you are very nervous, excited, or frightened. All right, so she felt a tremble. I'm shaking my hand. At that time, I wondered if I got coronavirus. Uh-oh. I wonder if I got coronavirus. So this is getting serious. She felt the tremble. And I would add, at that time, I wonder if I got the coronavirus. So let's call it the coronavirus. 2 days later, I was getting better. All right. So at that time, I wondered if I got the coronavirus. 2 days later, I was getting better. At third early morning, I fainted 2 times. All right, fainted means you kind of pass out. And let's get the definition here. Faint as a verb. And here is the definition of faint. To become unconscious when not enough blood is going to your brain, especially because of heat, shock. I'm just checking the tremble, yeah, similar like a tremor. Hey, Magna. Oh, Magna is talking to Little Robin. Little Robin is okay. All right. So Layla did a great job with the beginning of her paragraph. Great writing here. But this last sentence, at third early morning, I fainted 2 times. We have a problem. At third early morning. So you guys, how could we fix that? What could we write to fix that? Hey, Ramat. At third early morning. That is awkward. Definitely awkward. How can we fix that? Hurry up so we can find out if Layla got the coronavirus. At third early morning. How can we express that in English? Okay, Azreya Raj. At third day. Well, Layla, you're not supposed to talk. Layla, you're not supposed to tell people if you're okay now or not. You gotta get people interested in your story. At 3 in the morning? No. At third early morning. I think she's talking about day, not time. So, because she says 2 days later, I was getting better. At third early morning, I fainted 2 times. And Gertrude, at third day in the morning, Daniel, I'll get to the fainted twice part. All right, this is what I did. I changed that to on the morning of the third day. On the morning of the third day. So that's an expression we can use. 3 days later? No. Because you say 2 days later. Yeah, I guess you could say 3 days later. But we also want to use morning. So you want to say 3 days later plus morning. So on the morning of the third day. I fainted 2 times. Now you can see Layla put 2 times. Yes, we should write twice, but these days a lot of people write 2 times. All right, a lot of people say 2 times, but you should write twice. But I'm not going to show that as an error. Okay, I'm not going to call it as an error. I don't see that as a critical error. All right, then she says, dreadful feeling. Now, the story is getting worse. On the morning of the third day, I fainted twice. Her sentence is dreadful feeling. All right, this is a big problem. Dreadful feeling. This is not a complete sentence. So how can we fix up dreadful feeling? Dreadful feeling. This is not a complete sentence. You know, what do we need for a complete sentence? This is not enough. In the early hours of the third day, yes. For day, we should use on. For any sort of day, we use the preposition on. So on the morning or in the morning. Let's see. Maybe I made a mistake. I see it used as in and on. I see it used as on the morning of the third day. I see it used as both. In the morning on the third day and on the morning of the third day. Which one would I prefer? I would, because you guys mentioned it, I might prefer in the morning of the third day. In the morning on the third day might be better. Maybe I should fix that. But I do see it on the morning of the third day. Yeah, I gotta research that now. All right, so dreadful feeling. I had a dreadful feeling. It's dreadful. It is a dreadful. It is a dreadful feeling. I was feeling dreadful. That sounds good. It was a dreadful feeling. So it was a dreadful feeling. We need the article. It was a dreadful feeling. What is dreadful? And dreadful, I'm going to put that here. Very bad or unpleasant. She had an unpleasant feeling. My sisters helped me to get a bed. All right. My sisters helped me to get a bed. Something wrong there. So my sisters helped me to get a bed. You went somewhere to get a bed? To buy a bed? Ibrahim, hello. I'm going to go back to... Oh, sorry, I was just still looking. Yeah, on the morning. A lot of people say on the morning. If you just say in the morning, period. So in the morning I wake, or not period. In the morning I wake up. It's definitely in the morning. But that sentence, on the morning of the third day, is possible. All right. So my sisters helped me to, what did you guys say? To get a bed? Get to the bed, yeah. Go to bed, reach my bed. Something like that, to go to bed. So I just keep it simple. My sisters helped me to my bed. So she fainted. My sisters helped me get to my bed. That's okay. Reach my bed. That's okay. Help me to my bed. After the temperature measure, they found it was 33 degrees C. Yeah. Right here, after the temperature measured, I want to rewrite this. Helped me to brought me. No, we can't use help me to brought to my bed. Help me to get to my bed. Help me to reach my bed. Reach to my bed? No, reach my bed. Now, temperature, we don't usually use the word measure. There's another phrasal verb. Wait, there's another verb that we usually use for temperature. What verb do we use for when we? I don't want to say the verb. When you have someone's temperature and you want to measure their temperature, but we don't use measure. What do we usually use? All right, thank you, Lolly. We usually use take temperature. Take your temperature. Can I take your temperature? Now, measure makes sense. Like you can say measure, but more commonly the verb is take. Take someone's temperature. So after, well, what did I change? After my temperature, and I changed this grammar, after my temperature was taken, they found it was 33 degrees C. You could use the verbs measured, checked. You can use those, but I just want to show you in writing here that we often, most of the time, we take a temperature. I took his temperature. I take a temperature. Madi al-Shamari. Welcome. All right. All day I felt dizzy. That's okay. Going to the hospital for doing checks. All right. Something's wrong here. What is the subject? What is the subject? There's no subject here. We have a problem with this sentence. Yeah, Mike Tech, from 36.5 to 37.2 is the normal temperature to be accurate. I just fixed the English. I was not there when the temperature was taken. Let's the temperature would be for whatever reason, I don't know if you meant it, Layla, but your temperature is very low. So here are the symptoms. If your temperature is 33 degrees, sleepiness, depressed, reflexes, progressive. Anyway, something's wrong with her. All right. Anyway, so I went to the hospital for doing checks, Layla tests. I went to the hospital. All right. So you guys have some, hey, Mr. Well. I changed this to I went, all right? Going to the hospital, no. This is a story in the past tense. I went to the hospital for doing checks. Doing checks, I understand that. We all kind of understand what we're checking our health for doing checks, but it's a little awkward. And I changed checks to tests, and I added what kind of test? I added the adjective medical tests. There's other ways to express that. I went to the hospital for medical tests. I went to the hospital to check my body is another way to do that, something like that. But I put tests because later in her paragraph she's going to use the word tests. So that's why I use tests here. I went to the hospital for checkups. No, usually a checkup is when you're not sick and you just go to the hospital for a checkup to see if something's wrong. So I think tests is best here. A medical checkup, yeah, if I'm sick, I go to the hospital for a checkup is possible. But in this case, a test. She needs tests because she's already sick. All right. Ultimately, I've taken the results of the test. What did I fix here? I've taken something wrong here. I've taken the result of the tests. So this is why I changed the previous paragraph or previous words, medical tests, because in the next sentence she uses tests. She didn't use checkup. To run some tests, that's a good expression. Josie Daka 20. Yeah, medical checks. Thank you, Gertrudis. A checkup or checks are more when you don't really have an illness. But clearly she's ill because she fainted, low temperature. I took the results. You don't take the results. Not took the results. I got or I saw. I saw it. So you could say I got it also. So Ramat Aja, yeah, I got it. I saw it. I saw the result of the tests. All right, what's wrong with the result? Yeah, Anna, you could say I got. There just has to be some simple past word there. Mike Tech, I got. It should be got, but yeah, you got the results part. So we're using tests plural, so we should use results plural. Many tests have many results, so they should all be plural with an S. It was good, but vitamin D was low. All right, I understand what you're saying, Layla, but this sentence a little trickier. What's wrong with the it was good? It was good. What's wrong? What's wrong, little Ron? I obtained, that's a good word, obtained the results. And yeah, Layla's fixing it herself, and Sleepwalker, they were good. And I'm going to just jump ahead here. A native speaker would say my vitamin D levels were low. So she wrote vitamin D was low, and my vitamin D levels, how much vitamin D is in my body, were low. My vitamin D low. So she did not. Also, it was a flu. which I'm going to quickly change that. It was a flu. It was a flu. Also, I had the flu. So it was not. I guess we could say it was the flu. The test showed it was the flu, is possible. Also, the test showed it was the flu. I kind of just said I had the flu. Or maybe it's better if I had the flu. I think I'm going to fix myself and say it was the flu. It was the flu. What did you say? It was a flu. You were better than me. I would change that to it was the flu. But anyway, she didn't have coronavirus. The doctors prescribed collection of supplement. We need and I quickly fix that. A collection. It's a noun there. We need a collection of supplements, plural. All right, so I'm going to read this out. One day after watching a movie, I went to the washroom. While I was coming out of the washroom, I suddenly felt a tremble. At that time, Wait. At that time, I wondered if I got the coronavirus. 2 days later, I was getting better. On the morning of the third day, I fainted 2 times. It was a dreadful feeling. My sisters helped me to my bed. After my temperature was taken, they found it was 33 degrees C. All day I felt dizzy. I went to the hospital for medical tests. Ultimately, I saw the results of the tests. They were good, but my vitamin D levels were low. Also, I had the flu. The doctor prescribed a collection of supplements. All right. So that's how I would say that. Layla, I have many mistakes. Yep, everyone has mistakes. If you have no mistakes, I'm not going to show your writing. And Brianne Lobo, she needs more exposure to the sun. I think we all need more exposure to the sun these days. All right, we're going to go into Michelle. This is Michelle's. And I hope Michelle's still around. Michelle begins. A little boy says to his father, "Daddy, when I'll be great, I'll travel around the world." Okay, I understand the meaning, but when I'll be great, I have it's a little awkward. When I'll be great, great what? So I'm just going to speed ahead here. This is how I fixed that. Maybe, I'm not sure, Michelle. One day when I am a great man, I'll travel around the world. So a little boy says to his father, "Daddy, one day when I am a great man, I'll travel around the world." An older man might be possible. When I'm grown up, yeah. When I grow up, yeah. Daniel and I are thinking the same. When I become an adult, that's possible. So Michelle, you meant adult. I didn't get that because you had the word great. When I'll be great. So great, I wasn't sure, so I just said when I am a great man, I'll travel around the world. So your meaning was adult. His father responded to him, "Why do you want to travel?" "Sure, I will." All right, Michelle, we have a big problem here. His father responded to him, "Why do you want to travel? Why?" This does not require a yes or no answer. So why do you want to travel? His father responded to him, or why do you want to travel? Sure, I will. It doesn't make sense, Michelle. We need a reason. Why do you want to travel? Why do you like coffee? Sure. It doesn't make sense. So, Michelle, there's something wrong with the answer to the question. So, I cannot fix it. Well, well, my son, and what do you hope to find out? I'm going to find a treasure, Daddy. Okay, my son, but do you believe it is necessary to go so far? Oh, yes, Daddy, because the more I'll seek it, the more I love it. And I got to fix that right there. Oh, yes, Daddy, because the more I'll seek it, the more I will love it. So you need I'll and I'll. Is this a common story in France? So, yeah, Michelle, why do you want to travel? Sure, I will. I don't know. He answered beside. All right, a little boy says to his father, Daddy, one day when I'm an adult, I'll travel around the world. His father responded to him, Why do you want to travel? Because I really want to. Well, well, my son, and what do you hope to find out? I'm going to find a treasure, Daddy. Okay, my son, but do you believe it is necessary to go so far? Oh, yes, Daddy, because the more I'll seek it, the more I'll love it. All right, so we have a critical error. Sure, I will. Michelle, you got to be careful with question and answer. It's one of my invention. The story? This is your story? All right, thanks a lot, Michelle. The writing was okay. Your writing of dialogue was great. Just a few. The writing was not the problem, just confusion of what you're trying to express. So, Michelle, your writing was not the problem, but I was a little confused of what you're trying to express. But everything was okay here, especially that you wrote the dialogue very well. All right, we're going to move on to the last one today. Daniel, I hope Daniel's still around. Let's see his last message. Yeah, he was here a few minutes ago. That's what he wrote. He went over the 100 words maximum. I think this was 116 words, but we'll get through it, Daniel. And Daniel says, my life has slowed down during the pandemic. Yeah, I think all of our lives have slowed down. Through Facebook, I contacted people who were dear to me a long time ago and have lost in touch. Now, Daniel's writing. Okay, Daniel. Daniel, you're writing. What I noticed from your writing is you put so much information in one sentence. And that's good. That's great. But, it makes the sentences very complicated to get the grammar and commas. And sometimes it's really difficult for me too. But let's see if we fix this up. So through Facebook, I understand that. I contacted people who were dear to me a long time ago and have lost in touch. I understand the sentence, but it's a little awkward. And have lost in touch. Now, we use the expression keep in touch, but we don't say lost in touch. We just say lost touch. All right, so I just fixed this up like this. Through Facebook, I contacted people who were dear to me, whom I have lost touch with over the years. And even that, I might have some grammar problem. I don't know. whom I have lost touch with over the years. A lot of information in that sentence. I phoned Kim Wood, who I have not talked to for 4 decades. Okay. Kim Wood. Interesting name. I met Kim at church probably in my first week when I came to Kentucky from Thailand. All right, again, you're adding a lot of information in this sentence. I met Kim at church first week when I came to Kentucky from Thailand. Probably in my first week. Yeah, I changed this. Let me just quickly see. How did I change it? All right. So because there's so much information, I really got to organize the words here. So this is what I did. I probably met Kim at my first week of church when I came to Kentucky from Thailand. And that's still a lot of information. I probably met Kim at my first week of church when I came to Kentucky from Thailand. I was 15 and was intimidated by the new life in America. And I'm going to change that though to my new life in America. Everything was new. Language, clothing, religion, people, culture. All right. So good job for Daniel. He's using a colon. ... He's using a colon, and one reason we use a colon is we have a list. And he has a list there. The list is great, but I would add that and there. Still, we will add the and to the last thing in a list. So it's good to use a colon for a big list, but we still need that and. One evening, a friend Scott walked me to the church fellowship room. Everything was dark and quiet. Suddenly, the light was on. Then I heard the loud noise, "Happy birthday!" All right, so the light, I'm going to change that. Suddenly the light was turned on or switched on. Turned on or switched on. And I heard the loud noise, "Happy birthday." Now, happy birthday is not a noise. That's actually words. All right, so I'm going to fix this up a little. The noise, I heard the loud noise. And I added some words, Daniel, to make it more clear. I heard a loud group of people shouting happy birthday. So when people speak, we don't usually call that a noise. It technically it's a noise, but we got to say shouting or yelling, something like that. So I heard a large group of people shouting happy birthday. To my surprise, Kim threw me a birthday party. And it's a surprise birthday party. All right, I'm going to read this out. My life has slowed down during the pandemic. Through Facebook, I contacted people who were dear to me, whom I have lost touch with over the years. I phoned Kim Wood, who I have not talked to for 4 decades. I probably met Kim at my first week of church when I came to Kentucky from Thailand. I was 15 and was intimidated by my new life in America. Everything was new: language, clothing, religion, people, and culture. One evening, a friend, Scott, walked me to the church fellowship room. Everything was dark and quiet. Suddenly, the light was turned on, and I heard a loud group of people shouting, "Happy birthday!" To my surprise, Kim threw me a birthday party, a surprise birthday party. All right, thank you, Daniel. And let's see. It's hard. I know 100 words. You're trying to put a lot in. All right, that's it for this writing workshop or writing lab 12. I think writing lab 12 will be my last writing lab. It takes a lot of time to do the writing lab, and my grammar is not good enough. I'm not the perfect grammar teacher to make sure everything is perfect in the writing lab. So that might be the last writing lab, guys. Thanks everyone for their story. Of course, the stories are more interesting than fixing the writing. Sleepwalker. All right, Robin, are you going to make unexpected lives next week? Probably. Maybe. Maybe. We'll see how it goes. The unexpected ones, just my feeling of the day. Mike Tech. Well, the writing lab will come back, but a different format. The writing lab will come back, but a different format. Mike Tech, I'm still making different kinds of videos. All right, guys. Adhika Pinanstri Putri, thanks. Alyssa, Nur TV, hi. Could you share the WhatsApp group link? Well, here, WhatsApp. Which group? New students. Group info. Group link. Copy link. This is for new students. Daniel's all writers were great today. All writers are great. It's just the problem is I'm making, because I have about 2 hours to make the PPT, and my grammar is not good enough to make the PPT. So in a quick way. So I got to make a version of Writing Lab in a quicker way. All right, guys, that's it for today. I'm going to end the live stream now. Take care. Good luck. There's no homework because the future writing lab, I don't know. Next Sunday's live stream, I don't know what I'm going to do. You're free to give me ideas. Any quick ideas what I should do next week? Josivaldo, where are you living? I'm in South Korea right now. Layla, please, we don't need your lack of confidence now. Ramat Aja, your grammar and writing knowledge seems to be pretty good. Bana Bai Sleepwalker. Oh. Layla says pronunciation. All right, well, I'll think about it. Anyway, thanks a lot, guys, and see you next week. Take care. And little Robin here says take care also.